Dirty Laundry, your home for true crime online. Like, share, subscribe. Please take a moment to pray that Summer is found today. Summer Moon Utah Wells is now 6 years old and has been missing from Rogersville, Tennessee since June 15th of last year. In June, she was 3 feet tall and weighed 40 pounds. Her eyes are blue and her natural hair color is blonde, but it could be any color, any length. If you can help with any information in the case or think you may have seen Summer, call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. God bless, keep your babies close, and as always, thank you for your kind attention. And now, Dawn goes off to jail and Candace quickly takes over as head of Ratchetville. Dawn and Candace and Grandis are sticking to the script as best they can, but if one goes down, the other just steps up and keeps the story going like some kind of hillbilly Hydra. Can Candace and Grandis keep up the charade, or has Grandis already said too much? This week, with Dawn finally behind bars, Candace has stepped up and taken Dawn's place as the head of Castle Spatula. She has a cult-like group following now, praising her and showering her with cash and prizes like a bad game show. The internet loonies have adopted themselves a trophy wife, and she's lapping it up, while Dawn rots in solitary. Candace, Grandis, and Dawn have a lot to lose, so apparently they've agreed to stick to the abduction scenario. There's no reason not to. It's worked well for them so far. Neither TBI nor Hawkins County have pursued child endangerment charges for allowing Summer to just wander off, and no obstruction of justice charges have been filed, although their conflicting stories indicate that someone, if not all of them, are lying. So all they have to do is stick to the story, enjoy the adoration, and wait for Count Spatula to serve out his year in county lockup. Candace is the head of the Ben Hill Hydra now, and she's online every chance she gets. While she grows her channel and rakes in the benefits, her grief has turned to glee, and Grandis is happy to come along for the joyride. Apparently, all of this action has rattled Sheriff Ronnie Lawson. On Tuesday, March 1st, WATE posted an interview from Lawson claiming the entire Wells family have lawyered up and are not cooperating with LE. Lawson, who has been silent regarding developments, if any, in the search for Summer, announced that communications between him and the family have officially broken down. Apparently, this did not sit well with Grandis. That same day, March 1st, Grandis slapped on some olive oil lady, stepped up, and snapped back at Ronnie Lawson. Although it's not clear who contacted whom, Grandis interviewed with WJHL's Ainsley Daniels and vehemently denied Sheriff Hawkins' claim that they were uncooperative and had lawyered up. She told the reporter that she had to leave town periodically for her doctor's appointments in Wisconsin, but she says that she informs LE whenever she leaves the state, and whenever they want her, they know where to find her. Although Candace suddenly got camera shy and refused to go on camera or discuss her new YouTube career or her meltdown on Dr. Phil, she scribbled down a statement for her public, denying that she had a lawyer, but thanked searchers. She even autographed it. Grandis told Daniels that she couldn't speak for Dawn, but she and Candace definitely do not have lawyers. The interview between her and Ainsley was mostly about Grandis's knee, her struggles, and her suffering. There was no plea for Summer from either her mother or her grandmother, but plenty of self-pity and repetition of their official story that Summer was somehow stolen from their home by a stranger. But the most revealing part of her interview was when she used the term "we" when discussing her hospital visit on the day Summer vanished. Candace claims that she dropped her mother off alone at the hospital that day. Grandis' story seems to indicate that she was not alone at the emergency room. When asked about Summer that day, Hera also seems to be confused about where they supposedly took Summer and H to swim. She tells Daniels Summer went swimming, quote, at the horse stables, I believe it was, unquote. How do you forget your own location on the day your grandchild goes missing? Did Grandis even go to the horse pond at all that day? And who was with Grandis at the hospital? Who was the we she spoke of? The video is right here.
June 15th, the day Summer was reported missing, Harris says she spent the entire day with her daughter and granddaughter. She says it started with a trip to the emergency room to have her knee checked out.
They prescribed me medication to take to get the swelling down out of my knee and around my knee because it was inflamed. And then we waited around for my prescription. Summer went swimming that day at the horse stables, I believe it was.
After the family returned home.
Just a few days later, on Friday, March 4th, Candace hosted a Q&A session on her YouTube channel. She thrilled her viewers by reporting that she's lost weight, going to grow out her hair, and that she's taking good care of herself, quote, very much so, unquote. She says she's safe and doing just fine at Ben Hill Road. She makes clear that she will not discuss Summer's case. That's not what we're doing here tonight. Tells the Breeze. She says she's fixing up her house, and by the way, also claims that the previous Cash App request on Facebook was fake, and that she has no idea what e-begging even is. But just to be safe, she posts her correct Cash App just so that no funds get misdirected. Next, an unidentified interviewer who clarifies that she's not a relative asks Candace easy questions about Summer, like her favorite holidays. Candace says it's her birthday, even though she and Don seem to have trouble recalling the date, and Christmas. They discuss Summer's favorite foods and cartoons, and then move on to viewer questions. Well, the easy ones anyway. When asked how Summer got her name, Candace says that she named all the boys herself, but she wanted Don to name their girl. She says it took him 3 to 4 weeks to come up with the perfect name for her. That's all we hear about Summer. The rest of the video is mostly compliments and questions about Candace's new look, while she ignores the hard questions in the chat about her story and its discrepancies. They of course discuss Candace's wish list and Cash App, but out of the goodness of their hearts, they graciously point out that it's not mandatory. The off-camera interviewer also addresses a question about the mystery child in Candace's recent hotel video. She says that the child was her own, and that is definitely not Summer. So there's that. At least Candace left the smoking and drinking out of the video, which explains why it was only 25 minutes long, but yay! I'm sure she'll be back with better mods and more opportunities to gush and throw money, but for now, we are up to date with the wonderful world of Candace. Finally, on Sunday night's interview room, Steve Johnson was on panel with Chris, and as usual, he did not disappoint. He analyzed Candace's handwritten response to the allegations from Sheriff Lawson. He pointed out interruptions in her handwriting, possibly from substance abuse. Chris also confirms that there is time-stamped footage from Walgreens that day. Steve and Chris both agree, with a disclaimer that it's only a theory, that there is a possibility that Grandis was not at the horse pond that day, and that it's possible that it was Candace that was the other person with her, leaving H and Summer alone at the pond. They mention the possibility of a second person of her when she mentions her nap at the Gramper, something I totally missed. She says, quote, we come out. Again, who is we? They also point out that Grandis reported that they sent the boys to look for Summer, but she worried that someone would take them too. Summer, by their statements, had only been missing for a few minutes, but the whole family had already decided that she was abducted and gone for good. She said they yelled and yelled and yelled, but said nothing about checking under the house, the outbuildings, or scores of other places right there on the property where she could have been hiding or hurt. Dawn and Candace assumed that Summer had gone far away right from the beginning. How did they know that Summer wasn't attacked by an animal or had fallen down a hole or was injured somewhere and couldn't respond? Dawn said he knew right away that someone had taken her. But how? Because the outcome had already been decided and scripted. Dawn and Candace were already grieving Summer in their first interview, only 2 weeks after Summer reportedly disappeared. They showed no hope, because they knew that there would be no rescue. All signs point to a rehearsed script. All 3 adults knew that Summer wasn't hurt and lost. There was no need to search every inch of their property. Grandis' interview was long overdue, but well worth the wait. It not only cast doubt on the official timeline of June 15th, but also on Candace's statements as well. Let's hope TBI and Hawkins County are all over this. Only they have the ability to verify the stories and question witnesses. There should also be footage from cameras that would show if Grandis was alone at the hospital or who was with her. That's it. We're all caught up for now and ready for another week's dirty laundry. Thanks to those of you who watch until the end of the video. It increases my exposure on YouTube. If I miss anything, let me know and I'll add it to next week's wash. Several subscribers have been missing notifications, so ring the bell for extra service, and every Wednesday from 6 Eastern Standard Time to 9 Eastern Standard Time, I'll post an unpublished rough cut video on the community page if you're curious. And the following morning, every Thursday at 8 a.m., I'll be live Eastern Standard Time in chat for the public premiere. A million thanks to my mods, subscribers, and visitors. I wouldn't be here without you. You make it all worthwhile. God bless you all. Keep praying that summer is found soon. And until next time, I bid you peace, love, and lots of clean laundry. Have a safe and peaceful weekend.